their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champion, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the 45. Wide open on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Minnesota. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So start.
Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. He's piled up 87 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gopher!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kickoff here and all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Handoff to the single running back. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill.
Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Snap to the back. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. It's Clinton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Golden Gophers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. The screen, and watch out. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's looking to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field.
There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's got the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative.
Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Steps away to find some room. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Razorbacks are on the move. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it on. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period